Double the Lucifer, double the fun. Hey everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we're here with Lucifer, episodes 10 and 11. Yeah, we're doing 2 episodes today, and we're also going to do 2 episodes next week to finish this off. And the reason is not because of wanting to end this or anything. It's for the schedule stuff. As I mentioned in that schedule update video and everything, I'm cutting back a little bit. So, like, we're not getting rid of everything and all, and we're not actually dropping any shows or even putting any on hold. It's just once certain shows finish, we're just not replacing them with anything else in that slot. We're going to get rid of the slots and just cut down a few of the days to less. Basically, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are going to be cut down to 1 show each. But again, they're only being cut down as shows finish. So Lucifer, I think we're going to get that done pretty quickly. We're just going to knock it out with 2 episodes and 2 episodes. And honestly, I was probably going to do the last 2 episodes together anyway. So this just makes it so that there's 4 episodes that I'm doing in 2 videos instead. So, yeah. We continue to set things up with just how everything is going. The mysteries are not really mysteries right now for the main case that Chloe is trying to figure out, because we know what's going on. But Chloe doesn't. And I wonder how that's going to be revealed. And Lucifer's still trying to get through everything, trying to deal with all of these, issues he's going through. And he actually had fun making a friend last time with a priest, of all people. And got really angry, like legitimately angry when the priest was killed. So that's fun. But yeah. We not only see the changes that Lucifer has gone through, but we also see just how far he's come since the beginning. He's definitely come around on a lot of things, and it's more than likely that throughout the series he'll continue to. My only issue is how episodic this is. Now, there is an ongoing narrative, and it does continue to give us little bits and pieces of that. But the problem is, I want more of the ongoing narrative stuff. And hopefully this ends up in that way being something like Supernatural, where it starts off very episodic, but as the seasons go along, it gets more and more focused on the narrative. So that even when there is episodic stuff in a season, the narrative is still very much always there, and it's always a massive presence. Even when you have some episodic stuff still. Because here, the ongoing narrative is it's there, but it's not like a presence. It doesn't really have any oomph to it. It's more like just an extra little fun thing to add in alongside everything else you've already got with the episodic stuff. So I'm just hoping that it gets better with that as the seasons go along. But we shall see. I don't know what to expect with these 2 episodes. I don't know what we're getting into. I don't know what the plot's going to be. But I'm excited as I'm going to get. So we should just get into this and hope for the best. But before we do, I want to remind you that there's a lot of other stuff on the channel to check out. Every day of the week, Monday through Friday specifically, we react to various series on this channel. On Mondays, we also do YouTube reactions, which are mainly just donation rewards, but you still get to see some fun stuff with that. Every Saturday and Sunday, we react to movies. I record them previously in the week, but the reactions are posted on the weekends, just so every day of the week has something on it. We also have Spider-Man 2 on the PS5 currently going. Uh, we do that every Tuesday and Thursday, and I've been really enjoying the story so far. So yeah, a lot of great stuff to look forward to on the channel. And with things changing and rearranging, the schedule kind of reworking itself every now and again, there's always something for everyone, and there's always some good, fun stuff to enjoy. That all being said, though, thank you as always for tuning in, and we're going to get this going. So, when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction because here we do redirect things, just to stave off YouTube's copyright bullshit. So it will be redirected to another site, just because trying to post it here to any degree, I don't want to worry about getting strikes or getting anything bad happening, like with the channel getting taken down, because YouTube and its systems don't understand fair use law. But either way, after you watch the reaction, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then it fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So interesting. It seems like Lucifer's mortality may have something to do with the vulnerability he feels when he's with her. And that might be through, like, genuine love. It might be because of just the ability, like, kind of like Chloe said, to feel more vulnerable and more open around her. The fact that he can be himself more around her. See, my thought was that it was like connected to selflessness, and it, I guess in a way, could still be. His actions are more pure, more like genuine when he's around her. And when, like, you know, all of this other stuff was happening, it was while he was being more selfish and, like, how else do I put it? Self-focused. It's a completely different kind of situation. I mean, it can't just be proximity to her, because that just doesn't make sense. Huh. Meanwhile, Maz is sleeping with Amenadiel, so that's a thing. But she's pledging to now be Lucifer's spy to see what Amenadiel's doing and everything. So that's interesting. And in the first of these two episodes we did, episode 10, there was also this, well, it kind of led into this episode too. The fact that Lucifer and her probably were going to sleep together, but he refused her. Because it was the right thing to do, because she was drunk and vulnerable and everything, and he just didn't feel comfortable with that. He actually was very visibly uncomfortable with her coming on to him. And so he refused. And good on him. Apparently, she's quite a crazy drunk, though. Stripping down and, like, hogging the bed to herself and everything. So that's a thing. And these two episodes had two, like, pretty interesting premises with some interesting aspects brought into them. The first one, of course, having the chef and everything being killed, and kind of trying to figure out, was it the sous chef? Was it the son? It was the sous chef, but there was also the family kind of connection there. The son and everything with his father and their kind of relationship. The fact that all the other people working there had the connection with the chef, like a kind of father-child connection there. They called him Pops and everything. And then you also had the relationship between Chloe and her mom. We finally actually get to meet her mom and learn more about it. And yeah, she's one of those overbearing moms who tried to force her own desires and beliefs, and more so her own dreams on her daughter. She was always like this, movie star and everything. Not necessarily the biggest, but big enough to be like on the convention circuit. And she like tried to like force her daughter into that as well, and tried to live vicariously through her as well. And it's just, that's never a good thing. There's so many stories of that happening in Hollywood, and it's really sick. It's just gross for parents to do that. And unfortunately, not every situation like that ends on as positive a note as it did with Chloe and her mom here. A lot of times, those relationships just can't be mended. Probably one of the bigger ones that I can think of that has at least been revealed in recent years was with Jeanette McCurdy. If you've heard about Jeanette McCurdy, former child star who's like in iCarly and stuff, she recently came out with a book called I'm Glad My Mom Died, and has been very vocal about how her mom raised her and treated her in the scale of being a celebrity, being a child celebrity, and how she was just really not treated well through all of that by her mom. And this kind of shit happens. And it's horrible. It's unfortunately way too common with child stars to go through this. And so that connection is in here, and we even see like how it can bleed into other industries too. Like there is this issue between the father and son because the father was trying to make his son into basically a mini me, and he kind of did become like that anyway. There's just all this pressure and everything that he just wasn't all for, and eventually he wanted to follow in his father's legacy because of his own choices, though, because it was what he wanted. So yeah, a lot going on there. And then obviously in the second episode, you have a lot of the stuff with the foundation and the leader of the foundation being like a closeted gay man whose wife is a gold-digging hoe. And I don't use those terms very often, but by God, it fits her. Like I said, I don't talk about that kind of stuff often, but gold digging irritates me. Especially in the situation of a partnership like this, of a, marriage. Marrying someone to gain their money, their resources, their lives, their everything like that is fucked up. And even if that's not why you initially marry them, being in that relationship for that purpose, even to the point of willing to kill just to make sure that you retain that lifestyle and that money and all of that, is super fucked up. It's super fucked up. And just not something you really want to see. And maybe it's because of how much I value the idea of love as someone who's never been in a like lasting romantic relationship. It's something that I strive for, something that I deeply want. And as someone who has never been in that, whenever I see people kind of, as someone who desires it, whenever I see anyone kind of like betray that kind of trust and love and whatnot, it's fucked up to me. And even in the case where it's like it's clear that Tim here was like he was again a closeted gay man who was having more of a relationship with this other kid. It's like she was still using this relationship for her own gain because she was a gold digger. She wanted that wealth, that lifestyle, that influence. That was her goal. Like she wasn't trying to salvage the marriage out of love. She wasn't trying to do it out of any positive intent for the people of Haiti and whatnot. It was literally just for greed. It was absolutely greed. And that's just really fucked. It just really is. And I kind of hate that. So yeah. Really didn't like her. But the Malcolm thing is really interesting. So Lucifer actually got Malcolm to stand down. He told him the truth about like that's not what Amendiel told you. Amendiel, that's not how things work. Like that he can't do what he's threatening you with. He can't do what he's promising you. It's like you're not in any better situation because of him. You're just not currently in hell. That doesn't mean you won't go back. And he's like, but I have this coin. This coin might help you. It can get you into hell as you wish. So logically speaking, it probably can get you out as well. The funny thing is, he doesn't even say that with any like actual like knowledge of if it actually can. He just like kind of is like, maybe it can. But Malcolm falls for it and takes it in exchange for not shooting him, and he just leaves. So who knows what he was planning on doing after that with Dan, but luckily Dan escaped anyway and got there after Lucifer was shot by, the wife anyway, so. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So I'm wondering what Malcolm's goal is next, and how's Dan gonna handle things now that he's loose? Um, and how's this all going to go? How is everything going to go here? Because especially with the fact that Malcolm broke up with Chloe while pretending to be Dan. Chloe was devastated by that, and now she's like connecting more with Lucifer. How is like Dan's got to explain that wasn't him, that he was literally kidnapped and held prisoner by Malcolm, while also revealing everything. He's got to reveal everything, including that he's the one who shot Malcolm in the first place. That's the only way to make this work. And I think that's probably what's going to happen. But we only have 2 episodes left. We're going to do that next week to finish off the season. And yeah, I mean, hopefully it's a really good finale. We're setting a lot of things up. So it's just a matter of exactly what is capitalized on, what might be saved for later still in a future season, and exactly what happens at the end of the season, at least. Because the season has to have some big finale, Just what's it gonna be is the question. I can't tell as of now, because there could be a number of things that they could do for the end, but there's also things that they could save for a future season too. So I don't know. A lot of questions. I'm very interested to see where this all goes, obviously. And I'm very much enjoying this. Though I will say, there's probably going to be quite a bit of a break between seasons 1 and 2. I'm definitely going to need a break from this show. It's one of those shows that you just need one from, you know? Maybe that's just me, but either way, yeah, I'm excited to see how this closes. But as a reminder, we do have a lot of other great shows still on the channel. Every Monday through Friday, we post a myriad of awesome shows. A bunch of great reactions every single day of the main week. We also do on Monday YouTube reactions. Mostly just donation rewards that people have suggested for me. And yeah, they can be pretty fun, pretty interesting. Every Saturday and Sunday, I post movie reactions. So those are recorded earlier in the week, but they are uploaded during the weekend, just to give something else on the weekend for you guys to look forward to. And of course, we have started Spider-Man 2, our Let's Play on the PS5, and that is being posted every Tuesday and Thursday. So look forward to more of that coming in the future, plus various other videos as they come up as well. For the time being, though, thank you as always so much for tuning in. If you have anything to put down in the comments, please do. Just no spoilers as always. And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.